you guys doing today?
So today we wanted to make a video about our adventure so far in Morocco and tell you guys a little bit about our very first stop in Morocco, which was Marrakech. Thus far, we've been having a really good time. It's extremely family friendly. They take out the time to help you, you know, they take out the time to try to listen to you. Of course, French is a big language here, so if you know French, you'll be fine.
But what we also found is that English is not fairly uncommon here.
No, they speak a lot of English
Yes.
here, so that's another good thing. It's probably because it's one of the like high tourist areas. A lot of people travel to Morocco. So, but outside of that, we haven't had any issues. Transportation is pretty easy. They have their local taxis.
Yes.
So I mean, it's easy to get around, and it is extremely easy to travel throughout Morocco. We'll make another video about that later, about how to get from one major city to the next. We got to Morocco during like the end of Ramadan. Majority of the day, most of the people that live here were fasting, obviously, so a lot of the businesses and things like that were closed. So we struggled a little bit, but we made it through.
We're starting to find out that in Morocco, especially in Marrakech, people come out at night. This is a night culture.
It is.
And during the day, you see people walking about here and there, but for the most part, people are in, like Mara said, the businesses are closed. I would be up at like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I hear kids outside playing, people speeding by on motorbikes, people outside having fun.
At night.
It's popping. People come out, they going to dinner, they're walking around, the streets are just filled. And so that was one of the things that we saw initially once we got to Marrakech, was that it's night culture, and for us as a family, it's like, okay, we're used to trying to do things in the daytime, but a lot of people come out at night. So
yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it has to deal with the heat. Although we're in a different part of the country right now, and it's much cooler than Marrakech. But when we were in Marrakech, it was very hot. It was also Ramadan, so I'm guessing maybe people stay inside to avoid the heat. It gets cooler at night, so it's just more conducive to come out during the nighttime and, you know, enjoy yourself. So
but it's still weird.
It's strange.
Since we've been here, people are loving. They come out and they greet you and they welcome you. A lot of them are trying to sell you tours and things of that nature, but at the end of the day, they gravitate towards us, at least, especially DJ. Want to take a picture with them, want to hug on them, want to kiss on them. They have so much you can do, from going to sleep in the desert, to going to waterfalls, to going to visit Berber villages, which are the indigenous people of Morocco. You can go visit their villages and things of that nature. But we had most fun at the water park. Yeah,
I think it's called Osadia.
Osadia.
We'll put the description and the link to that and all the information in the description box below. But it's a really nice water park. It's not huge, but it's big enough for you to spend maybe half the day and, you know, beat the heat.
Yes. And
so we had fun doing that. DJ had a blast.
And I keep telling people that West Africa needs water parks.
Dude, like. So one of the things that we did that we absolutely love since we've been here, we went to a water park that they have in Marrakech. I think it's called Osadia, but I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, we're gonna butcher some names here.
Yeah, so we'll put all the information for that in the description box below. But we had a great time. It's a really good way to beat the heat, and it's family friendly, especially if you have little ones, because they have an area just for kids. So that was really fun. DJ had a blast.
Yeah, he loved going up and down the water slides. He was like, it goes and bumpity and you know, going to the water. So we did that a whole bunch of times. Lay down.
Hey, steady. called Ozud. It's about 3 hours away from Marrakech.
Yes.
So we did a tour. We went out there to see their waterfalls, which is so beautiful.
I thought it was actually going to be a rough trip for like DJ. My son, I give him props.
He's a trooper.
He's a very strong young man.
Yeah.
But the trek wasn't that bad. There was no like climbing up hills and things like that. Just to get there, we had to go on a short little trek on flat land, and then we had to go downhill. And so he did pretty good with that. So if you have little ones, it's not something that you should shy away from. Going to the waterfalls was very peaceful. It was very calming. It was a good time to be out in nature and just have some fun. So make sure you do that, or find some other things you can do, because they have many different things that you can do. But we met some people from Spain, and they told us about their time going out into the desert to spend the night. So they said it was a really unique experience. We didn't do it because the way my wife and my son are set up, their allergies are bad, and so you got to ride on camels for a good portion of the journey in order to get to the desert. So we didn't do that. But if you want to experience that, that is an option as well. And the cost for most of this stuff is really reasonable.
Yeah, it's very reasonable. I
think for the excursion that we went on, we paid about $75. When you take your tour, make sure that you get them to tell you exactly what's included in your tour, because we all got different. Me and Myra got something totally different than other people
everybody else on the tour.
That were on the tour. So you know, they might tell you that lunch is included or the rides are included, and some of this stuff might not necessarily be included. So you might want to just make sure up front, because the price ain't always the price here in Africa.
While you're in Marrakech, last thing, make sure you go to the Medina, but go to the Medina with caution. So for all of you who do not know what the Medina is, basically the Medina is the city within a city. So in Morocco, there is a walled area, which is typically where the oldest part of the city is, and there's that city within the wall, and then there's the city that they built obviously later on outside of those walls. Inside, that's what they call the Medina. In the Medina, there's shopping, there's eating, and then there's the old homes where people live. Most people go into the Medina to go shopping.
Yes.
Now.
And have great food.
And have great food. Others go into the Medina not really wanting to shop, but just sightsee. And just, again, go with the flow. It's a great experience. This is where you'll see all of the like the Moroccan carpets and the what do they call it, the pottery and all these things. Even just regular clothes and shoes, you can go, and so it's a great experience to see. A lot of the artistry is there. So we check out the Medina.
We went to the one in Marrakech. We went during the daytime.
And during Ramadan. So it wasn't as crazy.
It wasn't as crazy. It wasn't as packed as normal. But you get to walk along the narrow paths, and it's like little tunnels, like little alleys and twists and turns. You get lost, but don't worry about it. You come out on one.
You find your way out.
Yeah, you find your way out. But
getting lost is the fun part.
Yeah, but walking through there, I mean, you just see all this fabulous craftsmanship and artistry and Moroccan colors that just pop out at you, and it was great to walk through there. But they can be a bit aggressive, so just know that there is no window shopping in Africa. So if they ask you to come and look, they expect for you to buy something, even if you tell them you don't want to buy it. We had a traditional Moroccan cuisine.
Tagine. If you come to Morocco, you got to have it. It's so good. And they have vegetable tagine for all of our vegans and vegetarians out there, which is absolutely delicious. Definitely
go into the Medina, give it a try. Go at night, it's cooler. It might be a lot more crazy, but it's actually a place where you want to see it lit up, and they were doing art and have animals and all this other stuff that you can.
countries, must see. And I personally recommend, if you come to the continent, you definitely need to come to Morocco.
Yeah, we haven't had some of the horrible experiences that we heard about, but
no.
We think that if you come here, you'll find something that you love. And what I'm finding out that is each one of the cities are pretty different.
Yeah.
And the vibe is pretty different. But
all right, guys. So we'll check in with you guys soon. Peace.
Take care.